Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm up, I'm out the bed. I have been sick for like almost 2 weeks, but it really got bad over the last week. And I was whining about it on Twitter. But I'm up, and of course, I was like, oh, I should get out my camera and talk to YouTube because I mean, YouTube is always on my mind. But anyway, today I wanted to do kind of more of a chill video. I got my tea, always got tea. And actually, let me turn my phone. I feel like I'm in class, where you got to go in, check that your phone is off and stuff. And so I wanted to do a video today, and this is a topic I have been thinking about weighing in on for a long time. And then recently I was watching that Cozy Book Nooks channel, and she did a video on book hype. And like, where do you fall with book hype? And I commented on it, but I just thought, you know what? I want to weigh in on this topic. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video. Maybe we'll call it tea time, and that'll be a new thing that we do. And today I'm actually just drinking green tea. Green tea that's getting cold. And so I just wanted to talk about book hype. So in short, how I feel about book hype, I feel like I understand both sides of it. Like, I totally understand the pros and cons of book hype, and whether you're for book hype or whether you're not for book hype. For me, I feel like I'm neutral. I'm somewhere in between. I'm not strongly for book hype. I'm not strongly against book hype. And I think part of that is my preference, and just really comes down to not wanting to be put in a box in any area of my life. And with my reading, I don't want to be put into a box. I've heard people a lot of times talk about how they don't read a specific genre, right? And I feel like that's your preference. For me, I don't like the idea of being put in a box. I love reading in different capacities and for different reasons. And so when it comes to book hype, I see it from both ends, but I personally feel like I'm neutral, because I'm not going to just read a book because it's hyped up. I don't know why I feel like my lights look different today, but anyway, I feel like I'm not going to read a book just because it's hyped up, but I also feel like I'm not going to not read a book because it's hyped up. For me, whether a book is super hyped up or not, whether it gets a ton of booktube love or whether it doesn't, I'm always going to look at that book in terms of my preference and what I like and what I think I could like, right? Because it's always growing. So reading the synopsis, do I think it's going to be good? If I think it's going to be good, I'm going to go for it. Prime example, Harry Potter. I'm going to be doing another video on this. Harry Potter gets tons of book love, and I finally decided I wanted to sit down and read Harry Potter as an adult, because as a child it did not work out for me. It scared me. I don't know, y'all, I was really scared. Don't judge. But a book that I hadn't heard a ton on, which I'm also going to be doing a video on, is this book right here. Does My Head Look Big in This? Turned out to be a phenomenal book, but I hadn't heard a ton on it, So for me, when it comes to book hype, I like to just assess, is that a book that you genuinely want to read? Like, what does the synopsis sound like? Do you really want to read that? For instance, Six of Crows. I feel like that has gotten a ton of book hype. And for me, it's a story about a heist. I don't know what it is about heists or thieves. I'm just really into those stories. Actually, if you have recommendations for stories about heists or thieves or anything surrounding that, let me know down below, because I'm looking for some. But yeah, Six of Crows. I recently bought that book. Actually, not recently, I got it in December, and I need to read it because I'm like so excited to read it. But I feel like that also has a ton of hype, versus I've read some other books that I've found at like thrift stores, dollar stores, stuff like that, that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about, and I've absolutely loved them. So yeah, I guess in short, I feel neutral, and I'm just wondering, how do you guys feel about it? Like, I don't buy into a book because of book hype, but I don't steer clear of books because of book hype. Because if it's a book that I think I'm going to love and everybody else is loving it, I'm not going to stay away from it just because everybody else is talking about it. If I think I'm going to love it, I'm going to try it out for myself and see how I feel about it. And I'm going to make my own opinion on how I feel about it. So I'm just curious to hear how other people feel about it. I know that it's my preference, and I also feel like my preference is also being informed by the fact that, I've been out of the reading world for, I feel like, a really long time. Like, I feel like I stopped reading around like, I don't know, 16, 17, maybe even before then, like probably about 10 years ago, and I'm getting back into it as of last year. And so I feel like some of that is me just wanting to explore on my own and figure out, what do you love, what do you like, what don't you like, you know, and really figure out what that looks like for me. So I just feel like I'm always going to decide for myself if it's something I like or not. And I'm just wondering to my booktube friends out there, and just, where do you stand with that? Do you buy into book hype? Do you not buy into book hype? And why or why not? Now, with that being said, since I've started watching booktube, have I bought some books because a lot of people are on booktube are talking about them? I have. Of course I have. But again, they were books that I genuinely thought I would love. For instance, I saw a lot of people talking about Eleanor Park, and I thought, that book sounds like something you would just fall in love with. And I did, and it became one of my favorite books of 2016. And I know a ton of people who don't like it. I loved it. So yeah, I bought some books because of booktube. But again, I'm always deciding, how do I feel about it? So comment down below, let me know how you feel about the subject of book hype. Are you for it? Are you against it? Let me know. Let's discuss, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.